Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? I just am here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And y'all, I'm gonna be honest, like I am actually doing this video because I'm kind of in a mood. I haven't had, I don't know, I kind of had like a up and down week, but I'm kind of coming to the cards today to just really get some insights and guidance on this time in our lives and the time in my life. And I just want you to know that if you are going through it, you are not alone. I am extremely frustrated. I have so many words, but I'm coming on here to do these videos, Angel number 59, because I'm hoping to shift my energy and to just shift my focus into away from the bullshit, away from all the stuff that is making me feel a type of way. So if that is your intention, let's go to our cards and see what our guardian ancestors have for us today. God, guardian ancestors, beings of light, we come here today and come with you know how to just say thank you. Thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you for allowing us to connect this today. Now, God, I ask that any information you do ready for us to hear at this time, that you please deliver it to me and to him. God, and I grant for shame. I don't really want to get into what's going on. Wow, we had 3 cards come off the back, but because it may come out in the card, so I just want y'all to know I'm in a receiving mode today. I'm selfishly in a very receiving mode because I need some fucking insight and guidance. Wow. As I say that, I need some fucking insight and guidance. Angel number 202. The cards that came out for us is birth, harmony, and efficiency. And the message that I get from these cards right away is that God is trying to birth harmony into our life and trying to help us do our work more efficiently. But I'm curious to see like why, like I'm curious to see. I feel like what God is saying is that whatever is happening right now. I also recently was listening to Queen Tarot, I believe that's her name, on here, and she was talking about how we are in the cosmos. They were actually experiencing a solar storm at this time, and so as above, so below. Because there is stuff that is going on in the universe. I mean, it's going on in the universe on top of, the full moon coming, and on top of, Mercury going retrograde. It's just a lot of shit that is going on in the sky. And honestly, God is saying that all of this is happening to birth harmony in our world and to help us do our work more efficiently. And that I really feel like what God is trying to say is just focus on birthing. Focus on birthing this new age, birthing this new adventure, focus on whatever you want to come from this. I don't care how bad your life is. I don't care the pressure that is being put on you. Fear is false evidence of fearing real. Don't allow fear to dictate your life. I told y'all. What did I tell y'all at the beginning of this summer? You don't have time. This time period is so fucking critical. We just don't have time to do anything from fear. And I really genuinely feel as though I'm going to finish listening to that video. And then if I feel like it's relevant to us, I am going to link this video down below, because she was just speaking so much about how the devil, and it's not really like, when I say the devil, I'm not talking about like a devil, like a guy that's a devil. I'm talking about like these forces, like the opposition, the ops, the lower vibrations, the old world that's trying to hang on. It's like right now it knows that the universe, like it knows that humans need to evolve. It knows that we are reaching this point of evolution and that we're literally at this birthing stage. I've never had a baby. Angel number 444. I never had a baby before. But I do know that there is a part where the baby head got a crown. And I'm sure, unless you drugged up, that is a very, very painful thing. Because literally, it's a big ass head going through this little bitty bowl, this little bitty hole, and it's opening up. So I know it has to be pressure. I know it has to be dark. I know it has to be unknown. And so often when we think about birth and we think about labor pains, we're thinking about the mother. But think about you, because we don't even remember that part. We just remember being a fucking baby or 1 year old or whatever your earliest memory is. But think about how scary that has to be for you as the emerald. I mean, as the baby, because at first you were in this sack in your mother's womb. You were in the darkness. You were just, gestating and growing. You were getting nurtured, and then you were forced out of this safe environment. Come on, God, you were forced out of your safe environment, forced out of what you know, and thrust down this little canal that's crushing you and probably feel like so much pressure. And that baby probably feel like it's about to die at any moment. But then guess what? It bursts through and it comes on that other side and it opens its eyes and it sees its light and it cries for the first fucking time because it's birthing. It's new. Oh my God, I'm low-key getting kind of emotional about this. Angel number 604. We are that baby. That's where we all are right now. We are literally being taken down the birth canal. We are literally like going through this canal where I keep telling y'all we're in this period of the unknown. And what God is saying is that as we are in this period of the unknown, as we are birthing this new age, this new version of ourselves, this new way of being into the world, we have to focus on harmony. We have to focus on, doing our work more efficient. And I know like all this stuff that has happened to me, there's just been a lot of pressure that's happening on a work front for me. And, thank God. I'm so grateful for my brother because like I can just call him and just talk to him about like what I'm going through. And like this week, I really didn't try to like, how sometimes when you're going through it and you're just like, I'm gonna grit my teeth. I'm gonna just do, I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Like I didn't even try that. Like I literally got on the phone. I called my brother and I was just like, hey, can I vent to you? Angel number 707. I'm like, it's like, can I just vent to you about like everything that is going on? And he just sit there and like let me vent to him. And then he talked and he was just like, I never seen you let yourself down. I never seen you fall down and you're fucking employable. Like he's just talking to me, speaking to my soul. And I just started crying because I'm like, I just don't want to care this much. Like I just really want to focus on, honestly, sis, in my book. And I feel like that's really what it is because I feel like I'm starting to get into such a groove. I'm starting to see the growth here on the YouTube channel. I'm starting to see the growth in my writing. And now I'm like so excited to start working on my book. I'm ready to, I can feel myself birthing a new way of being for myself. And now all of a sudden, like all this stuff is going on with work where it's like, I know that this safe job, this comfy job it's probably not going to be around for much longer, whether it is for my own doing or from the organization on doing. And what I realized is that I was like freaking out because one, I was thinking the worst case scenario. And two, I was freaking out because I was just like, I don't want to lose my flow. I don't want to lose where I'm going. But I have to realize that whatever has happened, it hasn't happened yet. And I know that I'm the type of person, angel number 835, please welcome me, y'all. I apologize if this is rambling, but I promise I'm going to get to it. I know that I'm the type of person where my mind, if there's something on my mind and if there's not there's not a solution to that, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but if there's something on my mind and there's not a solution to it, in order for me to get that off my mind, I need to create a solution. Whether that's a realistic solution or not, but like I recognize that in myself that I need to like have a solution. And what I told myself is that I'm putting me first. I'm choosing to bet on me. I'm choosing to put 100% effort into myself. And I'm going to work this job, this easy ass job, until the wheels fall off, until I can't do it anymore, until I'm forced to go, until I'm pushed out of this environment and forced to do something differently. And then when it's time to do that, I know that I not only have the skills and capabilities, but I also have the resources. Like it's so funny. Like when I made up in my mind, like, oh, okay, bet, like I'm going to do this. Like I'm just going to ride this until the wheels fall off. I don't really like this job. I really don't like how the direction that this company is going, but I'm just going to ride this out until I don't have it no more. And it like literally, y'all, on everything to God, did I promise me get to these cards? I got a random email from a company asking me to do a private invitation to interview. My mom just told me that her job is hiring and her job been trying to get me. So it's like, as soon as I like kind of just set that in my mind that this job is not going to make or break me. This job is not going to take my happiness away. This job is not about to treat me like shit. And just, like, it's like I choose me. Like, I'm not going to allow them to feel like they have control over my livelihood, because they don't. I have control over my fucking livelihood. God has control over my livelihood, not this fucking corporate America, and damn sure not no white woman that call herself my boss. So it's like, I have to realize that about myself. Like, though this may be my job, though this may be what I need to do on a day-to-day basis, this is not my life. This is not who I am. This is not my end-all be-all. And I'm going to be okay no matter what happens. Whether I have a job or I don't have a job, I'm going to be okay, because I've never let myself down. I've been through worse shit and I bought myself back. So it's like, this shit ain't about to get me. And I had to be reminded of that. And I had to tell myself that. And I'm telling you that too, because you have been through some shit. You got yourself through some shit. And this time, this birthing, this new thing is not going to kill you. This phase of your life is not going to kill you. It's going to make you stronger. Okay? All right, angel number 1119. So for birth, we got this Seven of Swords. And I actually really, really love this, because the Seven of Swords, you see this man here, and it's literally like he's just going along, picking up these swords. And what I look at, when I see that, swords is all about communication and putting yourself out there and not being afraid to stand up for your truth and all of that stuff. And for some reason, I just feel like this man is realizing that, oh, okay, I'm changing it, y'all. Walk with me. So, you know how I say, like, swords is about communication, right? But I also feel like swords can deal with communications and your beliefs, like your beliefs about your communication. And like when you're older, like, you know how people say when you get older, people are stuck in their ways. I look at these swords and I feel like these are all like the swords, like all the beliefs that he had about himself of, well, I have to do this and I got to be this type of way. And these were all the ways that he was stuck in himself, right? Stuck in his ways. And I feel like what God is saying, as we're birthing this new age, as we're birthing this new version of ourselves, we're picking up those beliefs. We're ungrounding, we're unearthing those limiting beliefs. Just like I told y'all, I was freaking out about a job that I low-key don't even want. And it's like if I have the job, don't have the job, I'm going to come out on top, because I know ultimately this is not my end all be all, but it's like that part in my mind that, that little girl in me that always thinks the worst case scenario, I have to pick that up. I have to ground. I have to unearth that so that I can birth a new reality. I have to change that limiting belief. I have to look at it and be like, you know what? Anything that happens was supposed to happen. Anything that was said, I was supposed to say it. So I'm not going to grit my teeth. I'm not going to, doubt myself, because I'm standing up for myself. But I'm also not going to allow anybody to talk to me any type of way. I'm getting personal. I'm projecting, but I'm projecting because I felt like I had somebody talk to me. It's crazy. And I just recognize in me that's a big trigger. Like, because of the stuff I've been through in my childhood, one, you're not going to tell me what to do. And two, you're not going to talk to me any type of way. And I don't know if that's really a good attitude to have in corporate America. But I know that I'm at this point in my life where I can no longer hide how big I am. I can no longer hide how powerful I am. I can no longer, bite my tongue. Like, that part of me, I have to unearth that shit. Like, in order to be who I am today, I can't cower for anybody. I'm not about to, because you're calling me and you're my manager, I'm not about to change my tone and put on a white voice. No, I'm going to talk to you just like this. I'm going to do this. And if you find that aggressive, that's something that you need to deal with. But I have to stay myself in order to birth myself. I don't have to code switch. That's something I'm changing in order to birth the new reality. Because what I told y'all, God don't need us to be in positions of power, cowering, and changing who we are. He needs us to be grounded and rooted in ourselves. So those limiting beliefs, or those beliefs that, oh, when I get into certain type of spaces, I got to code switch. No, fuck that. We ain't code switching no more. No. If you're uncomfortable on your own. White people don't fucking bite their tongue for no goddamn body, including the goddamn police. So it's like, why are we the ones walking around here like, oh, I can't say what I need to say? Fuck that. We birthing a new world. For Harmony, what came out is the Ace of Cups reversed. And honestly, I feel like that's what God is saying. The Ace of Cups is talking about like this brand new beginning. This fresh new start, something that you're hella passionate about, cup runneth over. You've done all the work, you put up all your limiting beliefs, and now you have a fresh new start. But what God is trying to tell you is that the reason why you're not feeling this fresh new start, the reason why you're not feeling that harmony, oh my God, yes, like things are changed, I'm on a new cycle, is because we're birthing. We're still in the birthing stages. We're still in those parts of where we have to let go parts of ourselves. And I don't want to say let go parts of ourselves, but it's like, again, it's those beliefs that you had that are not really true to you. It's limiting beliefs or beliefs that people told you, like you need to stay small, you need to talk a certain way, you need, like all of that shit, you're pulling it up. And until you pull up all of those limiting beliefs, it's going to be it's going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel the pressure. We're in a birthing process. So that's why God is saying, yes, you do have a brand new start. You're in the midst of a transformation. But as you're in the midst of transformation, as you're feeling all this pressure, God is saying, instead of focusing on the pressure, instead of focusing on being like, oh my God, the change isn't here, I'm not at this new beginning, God is saying, just focus on your limiting beliefs, focus on the harmony, focus on just making sure that you are doing everything in yourself to be the best person for you, and that you're, you are the one who's being the leader of your life. You're the main character in your story. Don't allow other people to rule over your story. If that's something that you've done for a long time, you have to die to that so that you can birth this new reality. But as you're birthing this new reality, God is saying it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel like, oh my God, this phase is the ending. Because remember, we're that baby going down that birth canal. But God is saying eventually we're cool. Eventually we're going to bust out and we're going to see our power, and we're going to be the queen of motherfucking staff. And we're going to see how our passion, how our drive, how our love, how pouring into ourselves, how choosing ourselves, how unearthing our limiting beliefs made us the queen of motherfucking staffs. And the queen of staffs, as we see this, look at her. She looks powerful. She looks like she is hella grounded in herself. She looks wise. We see that we have little whisk here. I see that spirit. She's in communication with spirit. She also has these purple flowers here with this crown, with this staff. Again, the staff is if we have a first, let me show you. Let me see. See, God is doing all of this so we can see our power. God is literally saying, I'm birthing this. I'm helping you birth. I'm helping you release your limiting beliefs so you can birth a new age and feel more at harmony as you're building your new business, as you're building your new adventures, as you're building your new life. God is saying at the end of all of this, you're going to see your power. You're going to see a physical, tangible manifestation. Again, birthing. You're going to be pushed out on the other side. Angel number 1174. Angel number 1744. I'm trying to find... because I want to just explain this to you guys. Look at that. I'm trying to find the first staff. Because I talk about this, but I want you to actually visibly see it. So remember last week I was talking to you guys about you committing to the journey, about you committing to the journey, and you taking that idea, that passionate idea that God just keep having you to have on your mind, and actually birthing it and bringing it into the world. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to page. Where is the? Is some cards missing? Yeah, I think I may be missing some. This is not good. Oh, here it is. Ace of Staff. So the Ace of Staff is God gave you an idea. He gave you this this vision of how your life could be. And you took this vision and you decided, okay, God, see, this is spirit. Okay, God, I'm going to go on a journey of realizing this dream. I'm going to go into the journey of birthing this new way of being. What God is saying, in the process of birthing this new way of being, before you become the queen of staffs, what needs to happen is that you need to die to your limiting beliefs. You need to unearth all of those limiting beliefs that you had, all those things that held you back, all those things that kept you small, so that you can birth a new way of being, a new drive, because after you have, that's the thing. See, after you unearth these limiting beliefs and realize, like, oh yeah, like, yeah, my livelihood may be tied to this job, but my life is not tied to this job. Honestly, Control Alt Delete. Yes, I may get paid from this job, but my livelihood is based on God. Like, God has the last say, not this job. Like, and that's what God is trying to get you to understand. When you start to become when you realize that you're a spiritual being. Come on, God, we are birthing a new age. Once you realize that you're a spiritual being, all that you start to look at life differently. And so though this may be your job that is paying you and putting your roof over your head, and that's giving you the license to do the things that you like to do, it can easily be taken away. And we've seen this with COVID. And yes, that is scary. And yes, that makes us feel like, oh my God, what's going to happen? But what God is trying to get you to understand is that your true livelihood, your true way of being is not tied to that goddamn job. It's tied to God. It's tied to what you believe to be true about yourself. It's tied to your spiritual alignment. I told y'all, we are birthing a new way of being. We're birthing a new way to operate in this world. So what God is saying, can't nobody on this earth touch you. Can't nobody on this earth destroy what you have. Can't nobody make you feel small or make you feel like you depend on them. That's something that if you feel that way, if you feel like somebody has control over your livelihood, that's something that you have to look within yourself and unearth so you can birth the person that you really need to be. I don't know about y'all, but I refuse to leave this world to spend the rest of my life. You know what? I define success by earning a living doing what I love. By me being able to have the same standard of lifestyle that I had in corporate America, earning a living doing what I love. That's how I define success. Simple. I don't want to work for nobody that I don't respect. I don't want to work for nobody that's going to treat me like shit and that's going to treat me like a number. I want to build my own reality. I want to build my own company. I want to show that treating people valuable is still worthy. Like, it's still actually the biggest fucking asset that you could ever have in this world. And I think that's why, to go on a tangent, like why my job is bothering me so much, because it's like this company is like one of them company that has people who have been there for like 20 and 30 years, and like over the last 5 years they literally has just been like, bye, this department done, this done. And it's just like, how do you treat people like this in the middle of a fucking pandemic? But I literally have a thing up here that says, I am not the justice police. I have to focus on me. Because that's how I'm getting so frustrated, because I'm just like, it's not fair that they get to treat people this way. But you know what? Instead of focusing on that bullshit, focusing on this chaos that this world wants to breed, this fear that they want to birth in the world, I'm going to focus on love. I'm going to focus on joy. I'm going to focus on what I want to build. I'm going to focus on me. Look at this. I have to tell myself that. No more fighting. I am self. Kindness is a choice. Don't be an asshole. You have nothing to prove. Like, I don't know what you need to do, but that's what the fuck affirmations are for. When you having this moment of birthing this new reality and the pressure is on you and you feel like you about to fucking blow at any moment, to remind yourself, oh, I'm good. Oh, I'm a child of God. Oh, my strength, my confidence, my safety, my joy does not come from this world. It comes to something that's greater than this world. And that's what God is trying to tell you. When you make that decision to switch and to change and to be like, you know what? I'm not dictated on these physical parameters. I'm not dictated by this world. God is the one who leads me. Then you'll start seeing your power. Then things will come to you easily. Then you'll see the victory. But until you die to those old ways, until you unearth those limiting beliefs, you will always be this way. All right, y'all. That was a lot. I'm sorry. But I hope we got there. I hope like in the midst of that you got there, because I did. I got what I needed from that. I feel like what God is to make this more practical so that you can put this into your life terms. What I got from this is that what God is saying is that I understand that you're feeling pressure. I know that you're feeling pressure right now. And the reason why you're feeling pressure is because I'm about to give you that new beginning that you want. I'm about to birth you that new beginning that you want so that you can see your power, so that you can see how proud I am that you took that staff and you made it reality, that you focused on harmony, that you kept being efficient, that you tried to just keep doing what I asked you to do. But right now you're going to feel pressure because you're in the midst of birthing this new way. You're in the midst of birthing this new phase. So in the midst of birthing, in the midst of the pain, in the midst of the pressure, in the midst of the motherfucking storm, God is saying just focus on love. Focus on doing what you love. Focus on doing what brings you joy. Focus on just looking at yourself. When those things come up, now every time something happened at my job, I literally just tell myself, oh yeah, that's why I want to build Honestly Sis, because I want to build a culture of trust. I want to build a culture of transparency. I literally made my mission statement for Honestly Sis because of the pressure that I was experiencing on my job. So what God is trying to tell you is that pressure either is going to bust pipes or it's going to make diamonds, and it's up to you to decide what you're going to do. Okay, angel number 2535. All right, God, just give us one final message to clarify birth, harmony, and efficiency. God, why is it so important to focus on unearthing our limiting beliefs as we are going through this process of birthing a new way of being? How can we just focus on harmony and our passions when we're feeling so much pressure? God, just give us a word of encouragement. We have been going through a lot, God, and we're trying to stay focused. We're trying to focus on love, but goddamn, it's hard being a human. So please just give us a word to get us through this week, to keep us going, and to keep us focused. In God's name I pray. Ashe. Yeah, I just keep getting this energy that the pressure is helping you build your kingdom. And it is. Like, I know on my end, like, I've started to steal certain strategies from my job. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I'm like, fuck that. Like, everything is going into me. Okay, so for birth, we had boundaries. So again, with this, I love this so much. For this Seven of Swords, we have boundaries coming out under birth. So what God is saying, as you are birthing your new ways of being, as you are unearthing those new ways, like you're unearthing those limiting beliefs, God is saying you still need to, because remember, we're birthing a new way of being. We still need to set those boundaries. And sometimes it's also have to be energetic boundaries. Like my energetic boundary is that I can't allow people to talk to me any type of way. Like it don't sit right in my being. Like that's my boundary. Like when you cross that threshold, like now a different type of Amber has to arrive, because that's my boundary. I don't allow that. I can't allow that on any level in my life. For harmony and the Ace of Cups, what came out is the Council of Light. Destroying. Oh wait, I'm sorry, y'all. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So again, God is saying, like, as you are feeling this pressure, as you're going through this birthing period, God is asking you, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Like, what do you need to do in order to make it through this birthing process? For me, what I've realized is that it's very important for me to have a morning routine. I started to incorporate sway in the morning, like not even just a morning routine of like, get up, walk the dog, do my morning pages. Like I still do all of that, but I've added a different layer on making sure that I have some type of positivity, or I have somebody that's doing what I want to do first thing in the morning, so it can get my mind right, get me focused. Another way of saying where do you need to establish better boundaries is again about like I think I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at like your, what do you need to do to make sure that you can make it through this birthing period? So for me, I know that it's very important for me to start incorporating more feel good things, more things with people doing what I want to do. Because at first I stopped because I was jealous. That's really why I stopped. I was like, oh my God, Debbie doing everything I want to do. And it just was hurting my feelings. And I felt like I wasn't making any progress. But it's so crazy. Like literally the first podcast episode I listened to, she just spoke to me and I was like, damn girl, I can't believe I just counted you out like that. So again, it's like, where do you need to establish better boundaries and routines in order to make it through this birthing period? For harmony, we have the council of light, the divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. And that's what God's trying to get you to understand. He knows that you're going through pressure. He knows that you're going through this birthing during this birthing phase. But again, we are not in this bitch alone. Like, God sees us. He knows what we want. And honestly, that's what I literally have to, like, at this point in my life, I literally just wrote this article. The last article for the year for Honestly Sis is I'm at this point where I'm in the alchemist where I have to turn myself into the wind. I have no fucking choice but to just trust that God will see me through and trust that I have this divine counsel and all of these people that's working for me to get this fresh new start and helping me to bring things into harmony. So again, as I'm going through this process of birthing, as we're going through this process of birthing, it's important for us to know that yes, though there may be pressure, though there may be seem like things are coming from us from every which angle, we are not doing this alone, and that we have a whole council of people who are literally betting on us and wanting and rooting for us to make it. Like, y'all have to understand, like, our ancestors, beings of light, aliens, none of the motherfuckers can do shit unless we ask, unless we decide to work with them, unless we decide to be the vessel. Like, that's the only way God shows up, is if we be like, hey God, let me be the vessel. If not, God is gonna be floating in this like just floating in the fucking air. Like, it takes for us to be like, I choose to birth this new way of being. I choose to birth co-creating a universe with you, God. And once you do that, you just got to focus on the harmony, focus on the love. What we're going to focus on is share your voice, come out the caves, persecution, expression for efficiency with the Queen of Staffs. I find that so funny that we started up here with the sword suit and then we ended with share your voice, because I feel like that's what God is saying. Like, we're just in this area where we're birthing a new way, and like a lot of people, this is gonna go left, and I'm gonna try to hurry up because I don't want this to be too long. But a lot of people just feel like the way to get things done is through fear and intimidation. And I'm not going to be swayed by fear. Like, you're not going to intimidate me to do anything. You're not going to bully me into believing anything. You're not going to bully me to do anything. Like, that's just not how I operate. And that's not how this world that we're in currently, it operates on fear. That's the currency here. And God is trying to birth love. And so what God is saying is that us light workers, us people of love and light, like, we have to stand up for ourselves. We have to share our voice, and we have to be honest. And like, to be completely transparent, I went off on my manager today, and I felt like after I got the phone with her, I felt really bad about it, because I'm like, damn, like, I wish that I wouldn't have went so hard. But it's just like, nothing that I said was a lie. Like, I didn't lie. I didn't say anything that wasn't true. I think because, again, it's like, I can get amped. Like, I know white women don't like when black women speak up and they get intimidated and all that stuff. But it's like, I can't live my life like that. I can't live my life trying to treat me, like trying to stun me. Like, I have to speak my fucking truth. And I feel like I've proven myself. I've been at this company for 7 fucking years. So don't fucking check me, Angel number 3232. So I say all that to say, we are a starseed, and what God is trying to do is just birth this new way of being. He's trying to get us to see our power, what lights you up. He wants to birth that into your world. So we just got to focus on sharing our light, showing up. But I'm going to focus on this card of share your voice. Maybe I shouldn't have did these videos. I don't know, y'all. Like this, y'all. Honestly, thumbs down if you like. Amber, don't do... I really want your opinion. If you don't like this video, thumbs it down, because I want to know. Because if you like Amber, you need to be more focused when you come on here. Because I don't know, like, I wasn't able to focus, and I just turned on these videos. I don't even have my normal, like, I ain't do my little normal routine, nothing. So if you don't like this video, just let me know. Angel number 3333. Come out the cage, share your voice. You are being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up in a relationship or through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression. We each hold a deep truth within us that longs to be expressed. Sculptured for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries its wisdom that can only be gained through your soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, but we also heal the planet at large. When you share your voice, you unlock something in the universe and call a missing piece of you home. Your individual voice is the most powerful sound currency on the planet. If you have kept your soul voice silenced or held back, chanting or singing could be truly life changing for you. As we shed the layers of our personality and start letting our unique soul speak through us, we discover that we actually have a very clear message that longs to be shared. The more we speak it, the clearer it gets. There has never been a better time in history than right now to rise up, speak your truth, and share your soul's voice. If you feel fearful, know that you are not alone and that the world needs your unique tone in order to harmonize. As we each rise up and share our song, we make it easier for the next person to do the same. Express yourself, share your voice, speak to those who can hear you. So I'll leave that there. Like, I don't know what pressure is going on with you, but like, please guys, just use me, 3501. Please use me as an example. I spent my whole life being afraid to speak up, of playing small. And like, I'm starting, like, it ain't even that I'm starting, like, my soul just don't have no fucking filter no more. Like, it won't even allow me to be quiet no more. And though that scared me, as though that makes me nervous and a people pleaser, and the little girl in me is like, oh my God, you probably shouldn't have said that. God is saying we have to speak our truth. We can't be afraid to speak up in this world and to take up space. We can't be afraid to birth ourselves, and that's what it really is. We can't be afraid to take up space in this world, to be ourselves, to be our natural, unique, God-given self. We can't be afraid to do that. So whether you need to speak up on your job, speak up in a relationship, write down a movie, make this movie, make this book, make this song. I don't know what it is, but we need to hear from you. We need you to be everything that you can be. So please don't be afraid to birth this new world. And please, please, please do not get frustrated and burdened by the pressure, because you have a whole council of light working for you. All right, y'all. That is all the messages I have for you. Angel number 3620. If you made it to the end of this message, please give me a thumbs up. If you made it to the end of this message and you like, girl, you need to not vent so much on the channel, give me a thumbs down. I'll take the criticism. If you made it to the end of this channel and you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever let someone tell you can't not do. Bye. See you soon.